Hey guys, Max92, and welcome back to another tryout. Halloween might be over, but it's not over in my heart, so I'm just gonna keep trucking along with spooky games until I want to end. That's how this works. So today's tryout is on Carrion. I played this via Game Pass for PC. It's on there, so that's where I played it. It's on PC. This game is very compelling and intuitive to play. It just, you click and you move. It's just very works gameplay wise, and its atmosphere is also really great. It is a bit gory, and I can be a little squeamish to some things, and it was borderline for me, but I could play it fine. So maybe if you're a bit more sensitive to gore, not so much. But for me, I was all right. This game has a sort of Metroidvania inspiration, it seems. I'm not entirely sure how deep that goes yet, but it does seem like you sort of go through areas and then you get an upgrade that allows you to go back to previous areas to navigate them better and whatnot, which is one of the big pieces of the Metroidvania genre, though I don't think that I would call this game Metroidvania itself. It just takes inspiration from that. So, in this game, you mostly play as a writhing mass of flesh tentacle things with a couple mouths or something. Can't exactly tell what it is, it's a bit pixely, but you also periodically play as a human person. I don't exactly know the connection between the two so far, but you alternate between the two of them. Playing as the weird creature thing is very, very fun. You move, like I said, you click and you move, and it just grab things, you can throw them around. It just feels like it works really well, and as you sort of learn things, it's as if like you are learning these things as the creature in a sense, where it's like when I discovered I could open doors, it's like, I can open doors? That's crazy. That's great. And I don't know, it just has that like feeling of learning to it, even if it has like this more specific, like you've learned this skill from absorbing more creature or whatever. So like it has that, but it also has the sort of like learning how to use those skills along the way. It feels narratively woven into the situation that you are learning these things with the creature, rather than sometimes sometimes it doesn't feel like that in some games. Playing as the human feels pretty slow and sluggish in comparison, but it works to sort of juxtapose how powerful this creature is against how weak the humans seem to be. And the whole gameplay style of playing as a human is just, it feels intentionally juxtaposed against the play style of the creature as the way that the game is presenting itself. I mentioned very briefly about how I'm not entirely sure what narratively the connection between the human and the creature are, but there seems to be a narrative connection, and the narrative is mostly told through environment and whatnot. So far hasn't been given in any like direct manner, like someone's narrating or whatever. It's just sort of like you see signs scrolling through the background, and there's a lot of interesting narrative potential, I think, for going forward. I played a little over an hour. I don't know exactly how far I am. I don't know exactly how long this game is, but I played it for a little bit over an hour, and I felt like I made a lot of progress. Like I said, very intuitive gameplay where like I didn't particularly get lost. It does show you some things here and there, like, okay, you unlocked, open this door, and it shows you the door, which isn't a problem. Again, like, it's not necessary to do that if you just color code the things, but if you don't do that, I feel like you probably should figure out a way to tell the player where to open. This is going back to the criticisms I had of Doom 64, where it just didn't tell you what buttons did. This is better, but I do think that taking that control away to show you something can get annoying in some games. It's a major criticism of like the Legend of Zelda series sometimes, that the game will take control away from you to be like, this is what that did. And it does it quite a lot. But I don't know. I don't have a strong opinion one way or another. I just know that you need to communicate this information to the player somehow, unless the intention is for the player to be confused, which in Doom 64 I don't think was the case. And in this game, it obviously isn't the case either, because it's telling you directly. That was a bit of a tangent, but I'm definitely going to play more of Carrion at some point. It's on my computer, so I'm in here quite a bit, so we'll see how that ends up. A lot of times I play games on the Xbox, but lately I've been playing some games on the computers, and I have this nice one now, so it's nice to change things up here and there. So, yeah. If you haven't told, I don't think I've said a negative thing about this game, so if you can't tell, the game passes tryout. Just pass tryout. It did it. Yay! That's the video. That's the show. That's how these work. So, if you go in the description, you can find links on my places, Twitter, Patreon, Redbubble, Bandcamp, etc. Down in the description. Click the links, go to them, follow them, whatever. If you like the video, hit the like button. If you dislike the video, the dislike button. If you want to keep with this and other shows, you got the tryouts, you got the coverage, you got the wrap-ups. I've been doing those more frequently. Hit the subscribe button, and you can keep up with those. I'll hopefully get told when they happen. Leave a comment. Have you played Carrion? What did you think about Carrion? Try not to leave spoilers, please. I don't know. I don't care that much about spoilers, but maybe other people do, so try not to leave spoilers, please. But let me know what you thought about Carrion if you've played it, or if you haven't, let me know what you think about it from my representation of, like, the first hour. And share the video with your friends to tell them about this game. It's really cool. Do the things. Anyway, thank you so much for watching. I'll see you next time. Bye!